Hey, what's up, everybody? Hi, my name is Dellizar. I am an AI course, a motherfucking genius. Not really. I'm actually just a random crazy person who decides to use animation and VTuber logic to cheat my way through things. So, number one, we're starting off with Ash vs Yugi. My personal bias is Yugi, but that's mainly because I'm using the 5D's anime scaling where these motherfuckers move through time. But I'm wondering how exactly they want to go about doing this death battle. I thought it was a joke at first, and then I realized it was supposed to be serious. But that's how I feel about most, if not all, of these goddamn death battles nowadays, because there's no telling on whether or not it's going to be a blowout. So, let's begin.
Right, Pikachu?
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Fly!
Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto.
The biggest question from the playground. Pokemon or Yu-Gi-Oh? He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And
Yeah, which way are we going about this fighting? Are we using Yu-Gi-Oh, like, yellow card text as the actual feats? Because if that uses statements, it's gonna be crazy where Blue Eyes is. Are the god cards allowed to be planetary, or are we not doing that? Are we using the fact that Yugi has a literal probability machine on his fucking neck right now? Maybe.
it's our job to analyze their
And
weapons,
also, which
armor, and skills
set
to
of
find out
Ash's
who would
Pokemon are
win
we using?
a
Are we using
death
all of
battle.
them across the entirety of all series? What are the specifications of this
This
fight?
is a big episode. Just look at how long it is. So thanks to our sponsor, Mad Mushroom, for helping us make it happen.
Yeah, go check out Mad Mushroom's newest game, Night Swarm. It just launched and it's all about action.
Collect companions and claim your throne as Vampire Lord in this survivor-like and roguelike RPG. Double the like.
Each run is another step on your journey to wipe out hordes, find new followers, unlock new quests, and look cool while doing it. Look at that gear.
Night Swarm is on Steam now, and 15% off for a limited
That's
time.
okay enough. It looks pretty, but I'm not exactly down
Hello
for this
there.
type of game.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
All the kids get their first one at age 10. If you don't sleep in like Ash Ketchum from
Now that they've done this, I need to see fucking Bakuman get thrown in, and I need Digimon. Actually, no, Digimon v Bakuman would kind of fuck. But which character would you choose? Also, if you mention Beyblade in front of me, and you don't understand who the fuck I am, I'm going to riot. Ryuga is my goat, and I will not tolerate disrespect. I will violently fight you.
Pallet Town.
Ash wanted to be a Pokemon master.
Champion
Oh, he-
Alola and World Coronation Series Monarch. Okay. Key items: Rotom Pokedex, Rotom Phone, Mega Glow, Dynaband, Z Power Ring, Ring, Rainbow Wing, Z Crystals, Lucario Knight, likes Pokemon battles. Also, whichever Pokegirl companion you watched growing up. I'm just saying this right now. I want my fucking Dragon Girl.
He didn't really know what that meant yet.
How about taking down your rivals to be the very best, like no one ever was? Better than Gary and his dumb groupies.
Well, Ash knew he'd find his answers at the Pokemon League tournament.
So Oak hooked him up with the electric mouse, Pikachu. And wait, he's your problem now, stupid.
Pikachu was a lot. The new duo had a rocky start, but after an intense first day together, the rest, as they say, is history.
25 seasons, over 1,200 episodes, and the cornerstone of 2000s culture. Ash spent decades as a 10-year-old on the great Pokemaniac journey.
Yeah, no,
We should
homie
note
would
we
never.
are prioritizing the anime that Ash is from, which often differs from the original games that inspired it.
Ash is equipped with tons of Pokeballs and an all-knowing Pokedex. That's also a Pokemon. But in a fight, Ash usually chooses Pikachu. Give the yellow-red enough voltage and
Resist selection. Steel type attacks can absorb electricity to power up. Weak to ground type attacks immune to paralysis. Ability static. Physical contact may induce paralysis. Moveset. Thunderbolt. Iron Tackle. Leer. Agility. Thunder. Tackle. Double Edge. Quick Attack. Electro Web. Electro Ball. Volt Tackle. Thunder Shock. Loves ketchup. What the fuck about the ketchup?
you'll regret it. Even ground types that would be immune to electric attacks in the games can't stop what this Pikachu dishes out.
Yet somehow Ash is just fine after repeatedly getting zapped by this same electricity. Over time, Pikachu learned Volt Tackle, Electro Web, Electro Ball, and
Pikachu, use Thunderbolt! The perfect attack for outgoing flamboyant thieves and air balloons. Looks like they're blasting off again.
so clearly the anime doesn't follow the game rules. Like when Pikachu shot himself with his own thunder while on Swellow, who you know, is vulnerable to lightning.
But somehow they use thunder as a super armor. He even learned how to deflect attacks by just spinning really fast.
Follow me for your
Shut the fuck up. What the fuck? Oh god, no. What the fuck was that thing? What the fuck was that thing? It's so ugly. I barely saw it for half a second. It was so ugly.
Whee!
Speaking of fast, Pikachu has intercepted lightning, but Quick Attack increases that speed even more.
And his Iron Tail really pairs well with Ash's offensive style. The guy plays crazy, opting for big damage over stalling.
Ash's style is so unusual that when a robot scanned his tactics, it exploded.
As the great philosophers put it, if it works, is it still stupid?
Ash and
Yes.
Pikachu's bond is
Still
magnetic
stupid, but
and
just
brought them new
effectively
allies. Misty, Brock, Serena, just to name a few. Underneath the stubbornness and crispy bikes, they are loyal friends.
Just like Ash's Pokemon. They're not just collecting dust in a shiny hunting box. Ash's League ID won't let him carry more than 6 at a time, but if he needs them, they'll all come running.
Water types like Squirtle and Lapras are key in seafaring fights, and Ash can combine their water attacks with Glalie Ice Beam.
One time, his Weasel got frozen while using Aqua Jet, which is fine. Now he's using Ice Aqua Battering Ram.
Grass
What
types
the
like
fuck?
Bulbasaur and Torterra induce
How does
status
that work?
effects and heal with synthesis.
But Sceptile's a menace. Yeah, so you got a big, scary Darkrai. Eat this leaf blade, Smeargle victim! Or that's what I would say if Tobias did an action replay of frickin' Latios. Give my man a win, 4Kids.
Well, 4Kids just did the localization. They didn't write the show.
They just get me heated. Almost as much as Infernape's Flare Blitz. Then I'll set my Inferno to overdrive, get my revenge, and Incineroar.
Ash had a fiery passion for reaching the top ASAP, but Charizard wasn't on board. Pursuing pride over packs, Ash lost the Viridian Force for the trees and fumbled the Indigo League.
Harsh lesson, but one he needed. Ash started bonding with Pokemon at a deeper.
Okay. So far it's just like they're just hitting me with like basic information on Pokemon. I'm like, okay, I know most of these. I don't think I need to say anything crazy. I'm wondering where they're gonna allow Yugi to get his bullshit from, and what the context for this is. Is it a shadow game? What is the context of this fight? Please.
Level, and that friendship motivated them to dodge light speed moves like Solar Beam and Psybeam.
Charizard came around too. He's the last one you want to see on the field. Even if you have a Blastoise like Gary, Ash will call for the most unexpected signature move.
Seismic Toss! The people's elbow of Pokemon. Charizard's so strong, his flamethrower melts boulders. The Pokemon world is wild.
Ash's Pokedex spells it out. Vanillix causes blizzards, Magikarp leaps over mountains and into space, Dusknoir pulls souls into the spirit world.
Oh, and
What the
Pikachu
fuck?
cleared a storm as wide as an island. Gotta catch 'em
I mean, yeah.
all. Surfetch, Butterfree, Heracross, Scraggy, Lycanroc, Palpitoad, Torkoal, Snivy.
With new regions soar new flying types like Pidgeot. On land, Ash has physical offense like Melmetal and Crocodile, and Gibble will drop Draco Meteors on anyone, but mainly Piplup.
You want physical? Look at Ash. This twerp somehow carried around a Cosmoem, which canonically weighs over a ton. Oh, and this huge log that's basically a whole tree?
So what the fuck are we doing for Yugi, huh? I feel like we're doing some bullshit to Yugi, huh?
He chucked it like it was nothing. Ash can choose his own hands if he wants, and he does a lot. Maybe his secret is watching the Minnesota Vikings.
Resilience is the bare minimum to HMO1 cut it in the tall grass. Humans and Pokemon must protect and enrich each other's lives.
Like Mimey, the Mr. Mime back home
Nope.
who mind boggles you with Reflect, Light Screen, and Psychic. Yep, that Mr. Mime. The
Keep him the fuck
stepdad who
away.
Ash caught in a Pokeball and brought home. Oh, so that's how it works.
Ash figured out new ways to bond with his pals with Aura. It's a life force that interacts with souls and links Ash with Lucario.
This Jackal excels at CQC and shoots steel beams and aura spheres. And with Mega Evolution, Lucario's power surges enough to defeat champion Cynthia's Garchomp.
A Mega would have been handy at the Safari Zone when Ash accidentally caught 30 Tauros. And he keeps hugging them. Ash, they're bulls.
Ash genuinely loves his little guys, but boy does it suck to see him lose the Pokemon League over and over again.
So-
Kid, just turn.
Here's the thing, right? With Ash's luck, maybe Yugi wins because this happens in a tournament arc. And because of the tournament arc logic, Ash has to fail. If this happens in an arena, Ash loses. If it happens in a backstreet alley, Ash might still have all his stats, not diminish the dog shit.
The hat backwards and lock in.
Ash's strength is not in battle theory, but his nurtured bonds. He knows Pokemon feelings better than anyone. With Greninja, Ash learned to synchronize their senses and movements, transforming him into Ash Greninja.
It comes with a huge power increase, but there's a catch. Ash shares Greninja's pain. A small price to pay for the ultimate water shuriken.
Ash Greninja ran the ones with Champion Diantha's Mega Gardevoir. And just a normal Gardevoir can conjure black holes.
Ash's Pokemon and teamwork get along.
True, but I wouldn't equate the stats of their literal big feet attacks versus their average, you know? Unless I see the motherfucker start casting the black hole right now, I don't equate that to be their normal stat.
Like rice balls and jelly-filled donuts. They saved the world from Lysander, who tried to kill all life. They fought the giants, the Reggie kind, not the New York ones, who halted Reggie Gigas, who can tow entire regions.
Ash's team battled Steven Stone and Alon, who fought the terraforming primal forms of Groudon and Kyogre.
Yeah, don't get me started on Alon. Ash did everything right, but no! Greninja still lost to his Charizard after only getting hit 3 times. How does Blast Burn beat Water Shuriken? Get your type charts right, 4Kids.
Boomstick 4Kids.
To be fair, if type charts were right, Pikachu wouldn't be how strong he is. So fuck the type chart.
Weren't even around anymore when this aired. Regardless, after his loss at Kalos, Ash traveled to Alola and beyond to train. And thanks to some really delicious soup, his new Gengar Gigantamaxed.
Hide you, Djangor! He haunts foes with G-Max Terror, or even swallows them up. I bet it smells nasty in there.
Ash and Pikachu also scored a buff with their Z move. All they
Yeah.
need is a Power Ring, some JoJo poses, and Thunderbolt will evolve into
10 million volt Thunderbolt! This Rainbow Lightning is their ace.
It's a
You see
fucking
this coming?
Dragon
You're
Ball
cooked.
attack.
Absorb electricity? Cooked. Fused with an Ultra Beast? Cooked.
Ash journeyed so much that monsters from another dimension are nothing to him. Naganadel
Yeah, no,
is a
Pikachu
poisonous
is just
sniper,
God.
and
I
Solgaleo
refuse to acknowledge
is
that.
basically the Sun God, a legendary Pokemon whose Sunsteel Strike lights up the universe.
Ash got a god in his bag for just being a nice dude. Smell you later, Gary.
In fact, when Ash and friends band together, they can halt Dialga's Roar of Time. And Dialga literally controls the concept of time. Is there a legendary Pokemon he hasn't befriended?
But it all started with Pikachu, so it was gonna end with Pikachu. In the Tournament of Champions, and Alon, Ash faced the #1 trainer. Finally, after 3,000 years, we're free! 4Kids, let my boy win! Yes!
And then he died. And there was never an Ash in any other Pokemon game. Also, I refuse to let this go. I believe that it would be personally the best thing, even though I'm not really a major Pokemon fan. I enjoyed what I saw. And I'm not really just like, I'm not a great Pokemon fan, right? I don't watch all the series and get every bit of information of lore. But I hold on to this one thing. Ash should show up like this fucking JoJo for whatever the next protagonist is. They just go, this is my gym. I need him to be a minute as an old man.
Sure. Ash
Old man
did his
Pikachu
best,
putting in
and
that
he had no
goddamn
regrets. Now free to hand over his torch to new bright-eyed trainers.
Ash realized that, to him, a Pokemon Master was someone who was friends with every Pokemon. So he and Pikachu threw a stick in the air and walked the way it landed, because in the world of Pokemon, the journey continues.
Okay.
If you want to travel the world like Ash or look as rad as Yugi, then we've got the threads for you.
This battle is sponsored by Quince.
You'll like this. A bunch of Death Battle staff have owned Quince stuff for ages, so we know it's legit.
Quince makes it easy to look sharp,
Good doggo. Also, very well done, man. The quarter zip, of course.
feel good, and find gifts that last. For materials and
Just gotta pop
jackets,
from premium quality as
I won't put your link in the description so you can already go down there and support the motherfuckers anyways. Don't bullshit me when it comes to me just skipping through your ad for please. Okay? I'm allowed to skip through your ad where I'm literally gonna incorporate it in the video itself.
Give the
Ah!
gift.
No! Fuck.
Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery. Many a theorist have tried to solve the mystery of ancient Egypt. What was the secret to such a glorious civilization?
Time travel? The divine hand? Aliens? Nah, they were gamers.
Egyptians played games with sorcery. These magical ceremonies punished dark hearts with swift death. The Shadow Game.
No, Wiz, they were banished to the Shadow Realm. Wink.
Sadly, the way of the Shadow Games was lost across time, and the piece.
Please tell me they allowed him to get season 0 feats, because that would be funny. Wait, hold up. Which Yami Yugi are we using? Season 0 Yami Yugi? Actually, that'd be really funny if we had like regular Yami. Well, we had a Tim, season 0 Yami, and then Yugi. Just like, the 3 bodies of fuck around and find the hell out.
Pieces of the Millennium Puzzle. It's said the one who solves the puzzle would pass judgment on evil, and in the modern day, Yugi Moto reassembled it and wished for a friend.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Turn that jam up! Yugi was a shy kid that helped run his grandpop's game shop.
But little did he know that
Friends with
completing the
Bobo
puzzle
Bobo?
would link his spirit to an ancient pharaoh.
Yami, always willing to lend Yugi a hand.
I could never say that
and
name correctly.
always
I'm
on
not gonna
demon
try.
time while doing so. He's anime Jigsaw. Yami wants to play a shadow game.
Whether it's griddle air hockey, Mario Party with chloroform, or the game that would take his world and ours by storm, Duel Monsters.
It's a summoner's
So we are
war.
acknowledging
Time to
that.
send monsters
Oh,
to the
God.
graveyard and take your foe down to 0 life points.
When Yugi's grandpa was kidnapped by the deranged CEO Seto Kaiba, Yugi knew it was time to knock him down the only way he knows how, playing a children's card game.
And for his L, Kaiba was given a penalty game. Lose or cheat against Yami at your own peril. With the puzzle, Yami can punish you in some seriously messed
Dark Yugi, Spirit of an Ancient Pharaoh, Barriers, Clairvoyance, Solutions, Penalty Games, Probability, Manipulation, Monster Summoning, Shadow Games, and Sealing and Telepathy.
up ways. Illusions of being set on fire, swapping your soul, or the infamous Mind Crush.
The Millennium Puzzle does far more than force hallucinations.
Wait, are we gonna let him upscale off of Jaden's feats from 5Ds or not?
It brings monsters to reality, forms barriers, manipulates probability, and seals away spirits.
You can't buy this. It and 6 other Millennium items are juiced up by ghosts.
Despite Yami's retribution, Yugi wasn't aware of this darker half. Yami had amnesia, so he didn't know himself either. But after a run-in with enemy Millennium Ring user Dark Bakura and some seriously hardcore LARPing, Yugi and Yami learned each other's shtick and made the dynamic duo.
With friends Taya, Tristan, and their left leg Joey, Yugi and Yami were ready for anything.
Because Yugi had a great early deck. Monsters for offense, spells for effects, and traps for setups. Oh, and there they go.
Okay, if Yugi's deck is so
Oh yeah, also, are we acknowledging the fact that in Yu-Gi-Oh! The cards themselves have souls and have their own spirits because 5Ds? Yes, I'm referencing 5Ds a fuck ton as a way of upscaling Yugi because I need him to at least do something. But if we're using that logic, and also the fact that the Heart of Cards is a actual in-universe power system, in which case you can forcefully draw the cards that you wanted because of how much your bond with your cards is a thing, Yugi should never draw the wrong card.
good, why isn't it the meta? Put me in, coach. Face my 2,000 card deck.
Don't be too quick to judge. Yugi's a very clever strategist. His style works best at maximizing the use of so-called terrible cards.
Yeah, cool story, Wiz. But what's he gonna do about the 3 blue eyes Kaiba's got aiming at his dome?
Simple. Summon the monster card Karibo and have it multiply. With a 1,000 strong meat shield, a dragon's breath is a gentle breeze.
Well, okay. Didn't know Yugi had that dog in him, but I'm about brute force. Buster Blader and Celtic Guardian are sick, nasty swordsmen. Summon Skull shoots bolts of lightning, and the giant soldier of stone can destroy me.
Actually, yeah, no, we should definitely use Yu-Gi-Oh! Normal card text as power scaling because of the fact that we're already acknowledging fucking Pokédex entries. Yeah.
Moons.
Time Wizard's
Seem
better.
valid.
It's a living clock that fast forwards or rewinds a local area of time, turning monsters to infants or wizards into wise sages.
Speaking of wizardry, you can't have a Yugi deck without his right hand, Dark Magician, and his apprentice, Dark Magician Girl.
Both are masters
Dark
of
Magician.
dark magic,
I
and Yugi
fucking
often
hate
pairs
you in
them
every
with the
card game
damage
I've ever
redirecting
played.
magic cylinder.
I swear,
Now that's
Dark
thinking
Magician is like
portals.
pain in my
There's
ass.
support monsters
As
too.
like an entire
Catapult Turtle
archetype.
is a bot with a
Archetype?
cannon
No,
that literally
archetype.
launches other monsters.
Reference. I play Argdoadix, Demise King, King of Demise, and also Sacred Beast. Those are my 3 decks.
And when Yugi comboed it with Gaia and Swords of Revealing Light, which immobilizes
Oh yeah, Light Sworn with the Chaos Necromancer thrown in there. Yeah.
monsters, they brought down an entire fortress. Wait, that's not how the card game works. Is he cheating?
Well, we're prioritizing the manga and anime over anything else, which can differ from the real-world card game.
Yugi also has tons of spell cards. Monster Reborn resurrects a fallen friend. Turn Jump is a time skip, and Pot of Greed lets Yugi draw 2 more cards, like Pot of Greed, which lets him draw 2 more cards, like...
If things get dicey, he has more trap cards to level the field, like Dimension Sphinx, which reflects damage directly back at the opponent's life points.
And if his monster
Or are we gonna let him use them sort of like in a Jump Force way, where he's like casting spells?
and life points get wiped, he can just press Ctrl-Z with Mirage Ruler to get them all back.
Pair these cards with Yugi and Yami's teamwork, and nothing could stand in their way. Not even the game's own creator, Pegasus.
Get this, Pegasus can read minds. So in their duel, Yugi and Yami kept swapping souls Freaky Friday style, trusting each other to pick up on the strategies they left behind. And the mind reader was stumped. Yeah, they cheated.
No, Pegasus was reading their minds. Regardless, Yugi and Yami are an excellent dueling pair. Yami trusts Yugi to improve on his plans, while Yugi expects Yami to be his bolder half.
They're not just smart. These card-slinging geeks are somehow expected to be fit enough to dodge lasers, resist getting their souls ripped out,
Yep.
and survive attacks from dual monsters.
Oh, we are using...
Even the most
yes!
dual monster can cause tsunamis, rain down meteors, and wreck cities.
And all of this power culminated in Battle City, hosted by Kaiba Corp.
Because Kaiba really wanted that salty run back against his rival.
Salt only surpassed by Yami's biggest hater, Merrick, who wanted the 3 Egyptian god cards to take him out. These cards were Slifer, the Electric Dragon, Ra, the God Phoenix, and Obelisk, who strikes with the power of infinity.
This was a different ball game altogether, but Yugi was starting to stand on his own 2 feet.
So Yami and Yugi kept dueling on in a battle city that never wants to end. Or stop bullying Joey. But to claim the Egyptian gods, Yugi and Yami had to face them in duels, pulling off some ridiculously high IQ plays.
Shut the fuck up! Shut the fuck up! Get the fuck off my screen!
When battling Slifer, they used a handful of weak cards to create an infinite combo of attacks that went past the god's limits.
And later, Yugi combined Dark Magician and Dark Magician Girl's magic into Black Burning magic, promptly defeating Ra.
This ain't new for the magicians. In the movie Bonds Beyond Time, they did
Yes.
something similar against Paradox. It's kinda crazy that together, the magicians can defeat the 10-star gods, which are way stronger than mid-tier monsters that are 5 to 9 stars.
Mid-tier cards aren't pushovers. Darkhold Dragon is a sentient black hole, planet alignment moves solar systems, and Jaden's Glow Neos destroyed a relativity field that spawned an entire universe.
But at the top would be the great evil god Zork, who showed up to plunge existence into the realm of darkness. It was time for Yugi to finish the puzzle of who Yami really is.
If the monsters weren't real before, they sure were now. Everyone has soul energy, Ba, which manifests
Oh, yeah.
as Ka, or a spirit. When used in tandem with the bonds of his cards, Yugi can will dual monsters into reality, even drawing anyone
Fuck.
he wishes by believing in the heart of the cards.
Yeah, no, that's a legitimate thing. We're actually giving Yugi his scaling. I was so scared they were gonna cheap him. Okay, if they're factoring all this in, let him go, fucking box. Even if he loses, I'm at least okay with it being a fair duel.
I knew it! He's been cheating all this time! He doesn't just make up rules, he's stacking his deck!
Not at all. For Yugi, drawing the card he needs isn't just luck, it's an actual skill that he developed. It's even expanded in following series like GX and 5Ds.
Okay, well, I'd be the king of games too if I could just decide I have a royal flush every round.
Whatever. Yami rediscovered his Egyptian past, his multiple lifelong bonds, and his real name, Atem. Claiming his place as the ruler of the afterlife, Atem fused the Egyptian god cards to summon Harakti, the creator of light.
She's the ultimate duel monster who banished Zork and all of his scary darkness for good. The epitome of, screw you, I win.
No kidding, for Harakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's multiverse with that same light. Judgment had passed. Across many duels, evil was vanquished. There was only one more.
So, has Ash ever gotten a big Pokemon god to say, yo, I'm happy? Because if not, how is he getting this? Well, okay, hold up. Let me stop. Creation feats are not destruction feats. Creation feats are not destruction feats. I have to say this mantra, much like every other power scaler should.
More thing left to do.
A post-game boss duel between Yugi and Atem.
Their farewell was both climactic and bittersweet. Yugi had grown as a duelist and a person. His victory proved that he no longer needed Atem's help to be his bolder half.
Even when Atem was an entire dimension away or busy slapping the end of existence, he and Yugi would always be bros. Okay, it should have been me, not him. I'm sorry I called you a cheater. I was jealous. You're so cool.
Yugi moved on to a career in game design and passed the torch to future duelists. He would be remembered as the greatest duelist there ever was.
Except to Kaiba, who tried to ascend to the afterlife to rematch Atem. Goes to show you that money can't buy you happiness, but it sure can buy you a sweet rocket ship.
There will always be another story.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. Having so much hatred for a man that you literally rocket yourself to death would be kind of fucking dope. Cause that just means I gotta sit there while I look at it and I go, nah, go take yourself back to the living room real quickly, you little bitch. I would love to rage face of my friends have to come visit me in the afterlife to fight me and then they have to leave. That would be funny as fuck.
Another duel, another game, and you won't find yourself a better opponent than the king of games.
The Battle of the Millennium is about to start, but we wouldn't be able to make it happen without some help from our friends at Raycon.
That's right, this message is sponsored by Raycon. If you're looking for a holiday gift, Raycon's essential...
Link will be in the description. I'm not doing it.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
Before we start, let's lay some ground rules.
We're treating this as a real-time fight, much like typical battles in the Pokemon anime and duels later on in the Yu-Gi-Oh anime. And given that the rules of Pokemon and duel monsters are clearly incompatible, we'll allow them to summon anything that's reasonably available to them.
It's time to death battle!
Yugi, do me right! What the fuck? Oh, we're going for Yugi? Okay. Oh shit! Die! No, please! They got me with so many hands! This is when they catch me off guard.
You okay, Pikachu? This 4-on-4 is tricky. Hang in there!
You have Spirit, but I have Lightning Blade and Excalibur to boost my attack. And I set one card face down to end my turn.
Whoa! Okay, guys, it's our turn now. Pikachu, throw him off with quick attack. Everyone else, back him up! Great job! Now, Thunderbolt!
Also, just gonna say, anything that's reasonably possible. How reasonably possible is it for most of Ash's big legendary friends to show up? Because as much as I like to say if they can, I'm pretty sure Yugi just has an easier time getting to all this fucking shit.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You forgot about my face down card. Rise! Dimension Sphinx!
So we're definitely gonna Monster Reborn
Oh,
to Arc Magician at some point
Good
during
thing
this.
we brought them all, right, Pikachu?
What do you mean, them all?
Ah, shit! So it's just a fucking free-for-all. Alright, betcha. We know! Celtic Guardian! Yo, what the hell is all this bullshit? Why y'all getting in the way? Wait, what the fuck? The Morrigan? Alright, so we pulling out the real ones here. Slifer, get your ass the fuck out here. I love all of you, but holy fuck, this model is amazing. Yo, somebody let me run my ass into the Death Battle studio real quickly and just beat. Like, I need to fight whoever the fuck made this to get the files so I can, like, reverse engineer all of this. The 3D models, 3D cards are just fucking crazy. I think all the monster designs are so okay. Oh, fuck, we're allowing this evil ass Yugi in there.
I'm sorry, partner. Don't worry. It's my turn now. I just need to believe in the heart of the cards.
I knew it.
Who's that Pokemon?
Haroxy! Goddess of
Bring out
Magician!
death and life. Love is without mercy, and you are without any of it. Now disappear, you ignorant fool! Ah! Fucking swords are really like their asses.
Pikachu, let's finish this.
Damn it. I was about to say, oh, they're in an arena. So he does have to lose to the tournament arc. But no.
Together!
Yeah, we haven't gotten to see him do this shit yet. Bro, did he just shuffle through all the damn hats? God damn it! Okay, that's actually really good to stand for this moment.
You activated my trap card!
Mirror
Cylinder!
Aw.
With it, I'll send your Thunderbolt back to attack your life points directly!
Shut the fuck up! No! Y'all are hitting me with ads the first time! Please, go away! Thank you! Thank you! Ash, you had to get fucking put in the dirt.
That was an awesome duel,
No.
Ash.
Was it? Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, like, please don't do this.
Oh, my childhood. Where's Quick? I need your tears. We can save him.
There's a
I
lot to this, so
win.
let's break it down by experience, strategy, and monsters. Starting with experience. Both Ash
Fucking
and Yugi have
Hero
risen
is
to the top,
insane.
beating the best of the best, and traveled all over the world.
But Ash traveled more, was in more tourneys, and saved the world way more often. And despite what people say, he wins a lot.
Even Atem's stint as the Pharaoh doesn't tip the scale since he wasn't in charge for very long. Plus,
Yeah.
Pokemon evolve over time, literally and figuratively. While Yugi's deck is obviously adjustable, the cards are unchanging, unable to grow like Ash's Pokemon.
So Ash wins in experience. But when it comes to strategy, he's a wild card.
He's skilled at improvisation and using the environment to win. Even machines cannot comprehend his tactics.
But the same goes for Yugi. Gotta
Yeah,
remember,
that man is
Yugi and Atem's
insane.
teamwork is second to none. They're masters at exploiting weaknesses, setting up tricks, and surprising foes with so-called weak cards.
Both could likely adjust to each other's unpredictability unpredictability, so a Dark Horse-style win was unlikely.
But Ash's secret weapon is his bond with his Pokemon, boosting their power. I'm not just talking about Pikachu. His power of friendship invented an evolution for Greninja. That's crazy. Ash's trust in his Pokemon knows no limits.
Silly as it may sound, Yugi trusts his deck in the same way.
Yeah.
The heart of the cards is real, and Yugi is determined to support his monsters with spells, traps, and buffs. Look at his duels with Merrick and Paradox, where he bolstered his weaker cards to take down vods. With Ba and Ka, his bonds with his cards manifest them into reality, not so dissimilar from Ash Greninja.
Yeah, Ash has aura, but he never mastered it. And specialties like Mega Evolution and Gigantamax, while awesome, only work with specific Pokemon.
And since Ash focuses on offense far more than support, Yugi could control the pace of the fight with cards like Swords of Revealing Light.
Yeah, you just have a bunch of troops. I have troops and fucking resources. You don't win a literal war arc like this with only, well, you don't win any war with only troops and boots on the ground. You win through the logistics of everything. And well, Yu-Gi-Oh's a little bit more in the logistics category.
Light and Magic Cylinder.
But I know some of you are asking, what if Ash threw hands? The kid's strong enough to chuck trees and lift baby gods. Just punch him, man. Well, Yugi's similarly tough, and the Millennium Puzzle can make shields, steal ghosts, cast illusions, and mess with minds. If Ash actually tried to punch him, it'd be Mewtwo all over again.
It's a close
Yeah.
call, but Yugi takes the edge in strategy.
So it all comes down to the monsters. Yugi had a slightly larger pool of monsters, but Ash's can clear out island-wide storms, fight terraforming beasts, and are stronger than the black hole summoning Gardevoir.
However, Yugi's can rain down meteors, compete with larger black holes, and even the mid-tiers scale to glow Neos, destroying that relativity field with a universe. And Herakti created Yu-Gi-Oh's whole multiverse, surpassing even Solgaleo's Sunsteel Strike and Dialga's Roar of Time.
And Yugi had more than just monsters on the field. Ash's strength was also his weakness. His power was evenly spread, reliant only on his remaining Pokemon.
If Mr. Mime faints, no more Psychic Barriers. If he lost Lucario, no more Mega Evolution. And so, the longer the battle went, the less Pokemon Ash had. And he did not have a reliable way to bring them back. He doesn't carry revives on him, and even then, reviving Pokemon in the anime is entirely different from the games. Meanwhile, Yugi had cards like Mirage Ruler and Monster Reborn that could instantly recall powers he's lost.
And he can, bend fate to draw whatever card he wants. And we didn't even cover them all. Really, Yugi's deck has no pathetic cards.
Exactly. Yugi's versatility.
Yeah, also we have to remember, Yugi's deck isn't fucking 60 cards. That's compressed. That shit is not 60 cards. Yeah, no, everyone's fucked. And I'm so happy about this outcome. I'm so happy.
And power swept Ash's options, giving his monsters the lead. He just needed the right moment to knock Ash stone cold.
That was a good attempt at a pun, Wiz. You might not think it's Pharaoh, but Ash got Yugi owned.
The winner is Yugi Moto.
I'm fucking happy. Shit. I'm actually really fucking happy. Like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, please, everybody, check out the fucking channel for Yu-Gi-Oh! For the sake of everything. I need Ryuga. I need him in this Remember, Beyblade spirits are also tangible things. We saw Jingo literally ride the fucking horse multiple times. Yeah. Also, we've seen people dodge out the way of the attacks. And the big lasers are a thing. Beyblade is real. All this shit's active. And please, go check them out. Oh shit, almost forgot to do an outro. Oh shit. Actually, before I do an outro, let me show off some things I did. Last month, for the month of November, I had 7 days left, and I really sped to try to make a fight animation. Check that out. And then I have a few more words to say for you.
Pick it up, you little worm. The sword is not something that one should just use for the sake of one's own amusement, but instead, I will be teaching you how to defend yourself for my amusement. Now to begin, you raise your blade.
Anyways, yeah, that was the little thing I did in 7 days. Really, really fast. Well, congrats. Now we're gonna see the outro. The thing that I'm actually really, 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 really working on right now. It's the month of December, which means that hey, this is when this channel was made, right? Yeah, well, when I started really actually posting videos, you know. But month of December is when I want to post and make things good. So we're gonna be working on the outro this month instead of making a new cooler animation. And if you want to check out these things, look on the well art channel that I have, Dellizar Slit Arts. Thank you. Links will be in the description. Go support the original people. But I'm going to be editing and making this outro better every day. But you're going to see all the stuff that I've done today now. Hi, you are watching the outro. Congratulations. You can find me on the platforms that are mentioned behind me. Also, you can find me, well, doing work, such as animating, reacting, writing, and editing between these two different mediums. Also, I do a little bit of voice acting. What type of voice acting? These. Also, I'm open for collaborations. Hit me up at these socials. And if you want to pay me for any of these works, you can commission me through. If you'd like to come around and check out some of the campaigns that happen, well, congrats. They'll be on Saturdays at 6 p.m. Central Time. Or you can watch the VODs when they release on Sundays. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, you may like it. If you want to say something, you may comment. And if you would come back around support, and you wish to show me that I am worthy of your subscription, subscribe.